Hello, my name is Pusnam Yuri. I teach leaders the secrets of personal development. My goal is to help you become more so that you can do more. Because if the axe is dull, a lot of energy is needed to cut down a tree. But if you make the axe very sharp, then less energy is needed. So in this video, I want to talk to you about the slavery of the mind. I wrote a book titled Slavery of the Mind, and since I released that book, many people read the book and I got interesting comments. But before I move on, I will advise you to subscribe to this channel so that you will be one of the first to receive a notification whenever I upload a new video. Okay, back to slavery of the mind. What is slavery of the mind? Slavery of the mind is a person's inability to see his way forward. There are many people who went to school and they are educated, but they cannot take the right ideas and apply them and create the right result. So I have interacted with many people and I discovered that their way of thinking is their major obstacle. That is why I'm convinced that you may be your major obstacle. Slavery of the mind is your inability to see the light, inability to have what I call a sparking moment in your life when you now see things better, you now become better, you now interpret things better. The first thing I need you to understand is this: your way of thinking is very important. There must be a conversion first before you can overcome slavery of the mind. Yes, maybe you have a PhD, maybe you have a master, maybe you have a degree, but up to this moment you are wondering what exactly is wrong with you. You are not alone. I have also experienced this kind of stagnation until I exposed myself to the Word of God and to information from different sources. That was when I discovered that my mind is very important. The way I see the world is very important. Let me give you an example. The prodigal son in the Bible, he left home as a son and then to a distant land because his mind was enslaved. But he got himself involved in a mess and he started working as a servant or as a worker, taking care of swines until he came back to his mind, until he came back to his senses. That was when he discovered that all these years that he moved away from home, his mind was enslaved. There are many young people with talents, excellent potential, but they don't know how to go about developing this potential. Their minds are enslaved. There are many leaders, especially I will talk about leaders in Africa. Before, I thought that the leaders who are performing poorly, they know what to do, but they just don't know how to do it. But when I started working with leaders as an advisor, I now discovered that some of them don't even know what to do. They don't even know what to do, and that's why they are performing poorly. There are leaders who are victims of slavery of the mind. There are men who are victims of slavery of the mind. Let me say this to you. When I started ministry long time ago, about 30 years ago, I adopted the method of asking people to support mainly, which is good. And I'm not saying it is wrong. It is very good. But I reached a point in my life when things became so tight and it was very difficult for people to be mobilized. One day, some time ago, I asked a question: Lord, why are you not leading me, providing the way you used to? And then I felt in my spirit, this is the conversation I felt in my spirit. The Lord showed me a tree. I saw a tree and he said to me, when a tree is small, it is the duty of the owner of the tree to go and look for water. But when the tree is big, the roots of the tree must go down and get this water. And the Lord said to me, now I am still supporting you, but I am supporting you with ideas. Convert these ideas into products and services and sell them in the marketplace, and you will get your resources. Since we started doing that, we have noticed, an improvement, in our operation. So I conclude with this story. A story is told about a man who had an accident, and the accident affected his spinal cord. For many years, the doctors told him that he couldn't walk. So one day he sat outside and he saw a baby crawling towards a big ditch. He called people to come and help, but nobody came out. So the man ran and picked the baby. It was later he now observed that he was standing, and that was when he realized that all this while he could walk, but because the doctor said to him he cannot walk, he believed them, and his mind was enslaved. I don't know the kind of slavery of the mind you are struggling with. Is it the historical one? You don't know anything about your history. Is it the economic one? You have talent, but you don't know how to raise resources to support yourself. Is it the educational one? You are really suffering as a result of ignorance. I love this saying, if you think education is very expensive, try ignorance. What is it? Is it a marital, slavery of the mind? What is it that you are going through? I can tell you, you can overcome slavery of the mind by the grace of God, but you need the right information. Because in 1991, when I gave my life to Christ, the right information changed my way of thinking. I moved from darkness to light. You too, you can do it. No matter your background, you can move away from slavery of the mind. But you need to be intentional. You need to have the faith. You need to believe God and say, enough is enough. This condition of mine will change. And I wish you well. I wish you a successful journey.